Hello Internet, Guy 1001 here, and as promised, this is my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh deck that ever was anything noticeable, and by that I mean that I wasn't building and then ripping apart with my friends. This is the first Yu-Gi-Oh deck that I owned, and that I built, and that I tweaked, and that was me. This deck is actually built from two starter decks. The starter deck's name is Machina Mayhem. I bought two of them. Two Machina Mayhem decks, and I threw them together, pulled out some cards, and, this is what it is. So without further ado, let's get through it. The order will be star levels on monsters, spells, and then trap cards. We have Scrap Recycler. He's a machine. Whenever this card is normal or special summoned, you can select and send one machine-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Once per turn, you can return 2 level 4 type Earth monsters from your graveyard to the deck, and to draw a card. So, you kill my dudes and he brings them back. So that's pretty nice. I've got 2 of him in the deck. Drilloid. Or Drillroid, my mistake. Machine effect. If this card attacks a defense position monster, destroy that monster with the attack... Or, destroy the monster with this card's effect without applying damage calculation. Blast Sphere. 4 stars. It's got it's 1400. If an opponent's monster attacks his face-down defense position card, this card becomes an equipped creature to the attacking monster. Or an equipped card equipped to the attacking monster. Before damage calculation, destroy the equipped monster during your opponent's next standby phase, and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. So you take the hit, but their creature dies next turn. I've only got one of those. The Machina Sniper. Machina monsters cannot be attacked except Machina Sniper, and it's an 1800-800, so it just stands there in attack mode and soaks up all the damage for your other Machinas. Got 2 of them. Machina Soldier. Whenever this card is normal summoned, while you control no other monsters, you can special summon 1 Machina monster from your hand except Machina Soldier. So he's a 2-for-1 kind of guy if he's in your opening hand. 2 of those. Machina Defender. Flip, add 1 Commander Covington from your deck to your hand. Machina Gear Frame. Whenever this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Machina monster except Machina Gear Frame from your deck to your hand. Once per turn during your main phase, you can equip this card to a machine-type monster in face-up attack position, or you control as an equipped card, or unequip it and special summon this card in face-up attack position. A monster can only be equipped with 1 Union monster at a time. If the equipped monster would be destroyed, destroy this card instead. So for those of you who play Magic, this is kind of like Totem Armor. Only it can only be the only enchantment on it. Now we have Commander Covington. You can send 1 face-up Machina Soldier, Machina Sniper, and Machina Defender you control to the graveyard to special summon 1 Machina Force from your hand or your deck. Machina Fortress. You can discard machine-type monsters whose total levels equal 8 or more to special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, select and destroy 1 card your opponent controls. When this face-up card you control is targeted by an opponent's monster's effect, look at your opponent's hand and discard 1 card from their hand. So he's a very, very powerful card. He's also a 2516. 2500, 1600. The Big Saturn. This card cannot be special summoned from the hand or deck. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can discard 1 card and pay 1000 life points to have this card gain 1000 attack until the end phase. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by an opponent's effect, both players take damage equal to this card's attack. So he's kind of a 2-edged sword, but he's also a big, heavy beater. Machina Force, the biggest, baddest monster I own, as far as just raw attack power goes. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned or set except with Commander Covington. This card cannot declare an attack unless you pay 1000 life points. You can send this card from the field to the graveyard to select and special summon one of each Machina Soldier, Machina Sniper, Machina Defender from your graveyard. 2 of those. Monster Reborn! Select one monster card from either your opponent's or your own graveyard and place it on the field into your control and attack or defense position. Face up, this is considered a special summon. Frontline Base. Once per turn during your main phase, you can special summon one level 4 lower union monster from your hand. Card Trader. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can shuffle one card from your hand into your deck, then draw one card. Swords of Revealing Light. The classic. Flip all monsters your opponents control face up. This card remains on the field for 3 of your opponent's turns. While the card is face up on the field, monsters your opponents control cannot declare an attack. Reload! Add your hand to your deck and shuffle it. Then draw the same number of cards that you added to your deck. Solidarity. If you have only one original printed type of monster in your graveyard, face-up monsters you control with the same type gain 800 attack. And this means, like, if you have a machine type on the field, and you only have machines on the field, then all machines get plus 800 attack. Oh no, if you only have one machine type in the graveyard, face-up monsters you control get 800 attack. Machine Assembly Line. All face-up machine type monsters on the field gain 200 attack for each time a machine type monster on the battlefield is destroyed. Or gain 200 attack. Each time a machine type monster on the battlefield is destroyed, place 2 junk counters on this card. You can send this card to the graveyard to select and special summon one machine type monster from your graveyard whose level is less than or equal to the number of counters on this card. End of the trap cards. Rare Metamorph. Select one face-up machine type monster. It gains 500 attack one time only. Negate the effect of a spell card that targets the monster. When this selected monster is removed from the game, destroy this card. Time Machine. Activate only whenever a monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Special summon that monster to the same side of the field it was on, in the same battle position it was on when destroyed. Compulsory Evacuation Device. It works like an unsummon. Select one monster on the field, return it to its owner's hand. Dimensional Prison. Activate only when your opponent declares an attack. Remove from play the attacking monster. Enchanted Javelin. Where an opponent monster is attacked, increase your life points by the attacking monster's attack points. I know it seems weak by today's standards because you have stuff like 6 Samurai, which is broken, and Light Sworns, which are broken, and Naturia monsters, which are broken. But this deck, it's not so overpowered that you can't win. It just is so repetitive and so stable and so reliable that it just doesn't lose very much because the same thing tends to happen every single game. And that's how I won a lot of matches with this, was its reliability. Oh, you killed the thingy. It's back. Oh, you killed another thingy. It's back. Oh, you killed the thingy again. It's back. It helps a lot to be able to be repetitive, like you saw with my black-white tokens deck in Magic, and my red-black vampire deck in Magic. I was running 4 of all of my best cards and 2 of everything else. Except, of course, for Olivia. But, you know, side note. So, thank you very much, and I hope that you've enjoyed going through my past with me, and, you know, just a little bit of a nostalgia trip. Next, we'll be going over my Gravekeeper deck, and that's where I started to learn how to break things and how to bend the rules and really use effect monsters to their fullest potential. Have a nice day.